Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new, new episode. It's the first look of Football Manager 2020. Yeah, we're gonna have a little. The beta's just dropped, literally, about an hour ago. I've just been preparing a few things, so we're gonna have a little look through and see what's new. See if there's any new features we can find. Give you an update on streams. Give you an update on videos coming out over the next 2 weeks and going forward and stuff like that. So let me just advertise that the stream is live. Do say hello in the chat if you've just joined. But let me just pop out there that we are obviously, that we're about to go live. Bear with me, and I'll be back in a second. I did just post it, but it's just Facebook and Twitter decided to just not do anything. Brilliant. But let me know that the stream's okay. Hello everybody, you're all here. Have you missed me? I've been away for a few days. Well, a few weeks actually. I've been, just like I say, just preparing a few things. Let me just post that we're live, bear with. See if we can get a few people watching. I'm sure you're all very excited to see the kind of new features and stuff like that kind of on Football Manager 2020. It feels weird to say there's not going to be a video today or a stream today apart from this one. But we've got a lot of things planned for FM20. I'll catch up on the chat in a second. Ooh, I've just kind of made a mistake on the tweet. Let's try again. There we go. So let me know in the chat who's got it, who's purchased it. Is everyone playing FM20 right now? I'm going to post in Discord, then we're good to go. Who we got in the chat so far? Reek, Ethan, how you doing? Kev, Ian. Let me set it up. Ryan, the beta is out. This is FM20 right now, yes. Play safe for the Indian League. What we're going to do on this stream, it's only going to be a 40-minute stream. We're just going to literally just have a little look through some of the players, that kind of stuff. Have a look at the leagues, predictions, all stuff like that, really. But we'll go around to it. But we are going to start, obviously. Right, so this is a little bit different. So obviously you can see. I don't know. I need to change the skin straight away. But I haven't done anything. I've just installed it. That's it. Let me just go into. We're just going to go into England as Man United for the time being, I think. I mean, there's nothing really to look at too much on this side of things, but let's just go advanced setup. I want to see if there's anything different. Where can I get the beta? If you go onto fmscout.com, you can purchase it from there. You will get the beta. Right, let me just get rid of all this. This is kind of giving you an indication of I've played it before this, but let me just get rid of all these. Not got it yet. Buy it. It's out now. It's out. It's available now. I think my mic is really loud as well. Sorry. Let me just get rid of all these. We're just going to go in England to start with. Add all the leagues. I mean, we can still see everything anyway without adding them. So for this video, we're just going to go with England. I mean, we're not going to be able to see a lot of players, right? So we're just going to kind of look at the main things in England, Spain, and stuff like that. Let's just go with this, and we'll have a little look. I searched it in my app store; it wasn't there. I'm not sure when the Android version is out. Sorry, I'm not entirely sure. Been a while, Jamie. Ian, what's going on, man? It has been a while. Like I say, I've been a little bit busy in the last few weeks, but we're all ready. So while this is setting up, I'll give you a little indication of what to expect in the next few days. So my views and filters will be out in the next few days. Tomorrow, actually, they'll be out. So if you're waiting for my views and my filters, they will be out. Obviously, I need to see the new kind of there's new positions and stuff like that we need to look at. Let me get rid of this profile for a start. Let's just go with. Yeah, the beta's out right now. This is FM20. I ain't Greek, so let me get rid of that. I'm gonna put experienced. Let's just go into this. So I'm not really too bothered about this. Like I say, this is only for this viewing. We're just going to confirm all this. This is all the same. We've all seen this before. Marinus, what's going on? Riley, how you doing, man? Yeah, the Bolton save. There's going to be an English save. I'll go through all the... Oh, I like this. I like the little boardroom. Obviously, we've seen this on... Let's not try and pretend that we've not seen this kind of stuff. I always do this. But we have seen this type of stuff already in the reveals, so... It's boring, you need to give monies to buy the game. Unfortunately, that's how the world works. Right, let's go into this. So, we're going to have a little read, because some of this I haven't looked into it too much. So, Man United have today confirmed the appointment of Jamie King as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised. I mean, it's the same old kind of stuff, really, isn't it? I do like the Red Devils Man United scarf. Again, we've seen all this already, so let's go next. So, there's some new stuff that I want to look at. So, you kind of get the meeting, obviously, before you get onto the main screen this time. You can see we've got a vacant director of football. It gives you your assistant manager. Gives you all the background and stuff kind of in one place, which is nice. Tells you your facilities, your stadium, and your training center. All that's kind of instead of the message that you normally get when you play. So all that's that. We go next. It gives you again on the first screen. I don't know what the back button does. I'm assuming you can just go back, but. You can see all the loans, your key players, your captains. So it kind of gives you all this information. And it gives you your potential best lineup and formation as well, which is really good for new players. If you're unsure of your kind of best formation, you know, it's kind of telling you to go 4-2-3-1 with obviously inside forwards, I'm guessing, on Lingard and Rashford, or maybe wingers. If we go next... So this is the interesting new part. I haven't looked at this properly. Obviously, we haven't had a chance to play it properly. But I want to see this club vision and stuff like this. So if you're planning on starting with Man United, this is kind of their vision of what they want you to do. So they want you to play entertaining football, which is desired. So, you know, if you don't play entertaining football, don't worry, you're not going to get sacked. You've got developed players using the club's youth system, which is required. So you've kind of got to really focus on the youth system. It is required. Whether this becomes paramount, whether you get sacked or not, I'm not entirely sure. Increased commercial revenue, which is required. I don't know what all this is kind of based on in terms of, do you get like an end of season meeting to see if you've... I mean, that's a 5-year plan. A 5-year, so I forgot to mention that. We're on a 5-year plan now. So the 5-year plan is increase commercial revenue, maintain the club's status and as the biggest team in the world, maintain the club's status as the most reputable team in England, work within the wage budget. And the end of this season, you got to qualify for the Champions Cup. So you've got to make sure this year that you qualify for the Champions League. FA Cup reach semi-final minimum. Euro Cup reach final minimum. I mean, that's a lot of expectations for United first season. And then Carabao Cup is not important. So end of 2021, it tells you that your contract expires. End of the 21-22 season, they want to challenge for the Premier League. And then end of 22-23, they want to win the Premier League. And then 23-24, continue to aim the Premier Division. So that's kind of your 5-year review, or 5-year plan that you've been seeing a lot in the features. So let's have a look at this. I haven't seen this, so they're just the normal things. You can just press yes on all them now. That's good. Let me just save it. I'm just going to quickly save it, and then we'll have a look around. I do like the 5-year plan. It's good. It adds a little bit more pressure, I guess. I need to change this skin because it's really hurting me. Oh, what's going on here? This wasn't advanced, maybe. All the preferences are changed. How do I change skin? That's just saying skin colours. No. How do I change skin? They've changed all the preferences around. We can search now. There we go. Oh, I'm already on dark. Never mind. Oh, well, why is that here to my eyes? So obviously your FM would probably look like this. I've already changed it. Never mind. That's the first thing that I usually do. So, oh, that's bright. Really bright. We can't do that. No. Always the dark version. There we go. That's better. Right, so let's have a little look through. First thing, we'll keep the sidebar. So what I was talking about in terms of my views and stuff today, all of these, so you can get all the views, basically how FM19 was. All that will be out today and available to download on FM Scout. In terms of the channel, we have got 2 videos coming out in the next 2 weeks, 2 per day. We've got a lot of things planned for the FM Scout YouTube channel this year. So be prepared. Make sure you're subscribed, turn the notifications on, and then you're good to go. But in terms of this video, I'm just gonna add the star rating just so I can see the current team of United. Maybe it's ability, I think, and potential. But all this will be available, like I say, to download later on. I've got a lot of things to do tonight, as you can imagine. Not only on streaming side, Jeff, but also in terms of FM Scout's channel, FM Scout's website. Sorry. You can see, so obviously your best 2 players in the team of United is Paul Pogba and David De Gea. If there's any players you guys want to see, so firstly, let's have a look at the competition predictions. So let's have a look at the season preview. So that's the season preview for the Premier League. Man City predicted to win it, Liverpool 2nd, Chelsea 3rd, Tottenham 4th. Unbelievable, Jeff! Arsenal 5th, and United 6th. I don't think I've ever seen United so low, right? I know they're not playing great, but I've never seen United so low. Is anyone else on the FM to be predicted 6th and below Arsenal? That's just me anyway. Can you show Mason Greenwood? Let's have a look at their under-18s. Obviously, if you do want to see any other players, please do let me know. Mason Greenwood is in the first team for United, so that is Mason Greenwood. So obviously, it looks a little bit different, but Mason Greenwood looks very, very good already. I mean, £20 million value for Mason Greenwood, 16 finishing already. Definitely one of the players who's probably going to be the best player on the game. So yeah, that's kind of the United squad. Paul Pogba, of course, still very, very strong. Can't remember his stats last year. Well, I've looked who the most valued player is of the game in a second. Harry Maguire, Sanchez obviously out on loan. Could you show McTominay? I can show McTominay, so that is McTominay. Looks very good. He's had a massive increase in comparison to last year. 30 million value. Last year you could loan McTominay for the first few kind of years, I guess. But yeah, McTominay has had a massive increase in terms of stats. His physicals are incredible compared to last year. He's had a big increase. But let's quickly have a look at the scouting center. I want to quickly look at the highest valued player in the game. So the highest valued player in the game, that's wage. So the highest valued player is, of course, Neymar. So Neymar is the highest valued player at 92 million. If you want to see Neymar's stats, yeah, they look a little bit incredible, right? Neymar, I can't really tell from last year. I don't really focus on the top players when I play FM. Unbelievable, Jeff! But yeah, Neymar's stats are right there if you want to see. Is that an increase from last year? I'm not entirely sure. You guys who play in the top leagues might be able to tell me. But that's Neymar's stats. De Bruyne is the second best player in England, or on the game who's in the English leagues. So this is De Bruyne. That vision though. Bear in mind, guys, we have got some new, I believe, some new. What we've seen on the feature videos, there is some new positions on the left and the right. That inverted winger, there is. You can now play inverted winger in the AML section and not just the ML section, which is cool. So that'll be interesting. You've got Mbappe. So this is Mbappe, 86 million at 20 years old. I've got a feeling, you know, it's going to be so hard to buy these players, which is incredible. But yeah, if there's any players you want me to look at, just let me know and I'll type them in at the top. So Daniel James, someone just requested. Daniel James right here. God at 31 million, 21-year-old, of course. If you want me to look at a player, please tell me the first and the second name. Yeah, that's Dan James. What was that? Maria. I was just about to say him. Who was the wonder kid who was last year? I do like to look back. Right, he's not on my save because I haven't loaded that many players, so we can't see a lot of. You're gonna have to be in the top leagues for me to see them, unless I've spelled it wrong. No, he's definitely not there. He'll need to be on right, I don't think I'm going to be able to check all of these players, guys. I probably shouldn't have said that. I'll check a few, like Foden. Obviously, it's a guy that you guys wanting to see as well. Phil Foden, 34 million for Phil Foden. A lot of good English players. Tonali. 3.8 million. Who's the Gronley, wasn't it? It was Gronley. A good Gronley. Oh, he's not coming up on my save. I haven't loaded enough players, that's all. If they're in like weird leagues or weird, I won't be able to see them. I mean, you guys can probably see if, you know, like Pablo Maffio, I haven't used him before, so you can tell me if he's got an increase. For example, Vert. Karma, how you doing, man? Too many. Nottingham Forest. Let's go down the English league and see a few of the players there. Cause I'm assuming most of you are kind of English, right? Most of you will be. This is Declan Rice. Declan Rice looks good. 23 million value. Club Vision. We've already gone through the Club Vision. We've done all that. We're just looking at a few players. So that's Tamori, 21.5 million. Looks very, very good. So these are a few of the guys you could kind of get on loan last season when he was maybe in, maybe in the championship and stuff like that. Haaland, I really wanted to look at actually. Yeah, so Haaland is only valued at 5 million. I mean, this is probably a guy that everybody's going to sign this year. I'm going to assume. Like if I was to make, how much money has United got? So this is a little bit different. So let's try and bid for Haaland. We've got a transfer budget of 100 million with United. It's on 17. I wonder how much they're going to want for Haaland. It's going to be something stupid, isn't it? 27 million for Haaland. I mean, that's obviously. Let's see if the trick still works. Where you can, I'm going to bid for him. Because the new contract negotiations have changed as well, so I want to see this. Let me just... I mean, it's only the beta save, I don't really care. We're just going to pay the 27 million up front. So let's have a little look through. Staff searching, did anything change there? Yeah, we're getting a bit carried away with the players. Let's have a look. So I don't think so. So all this section kind of looks the same, I guess. But it does look the same. In terms of players, staff search, they did say there was a new role, and it's none of them. I think it's the recruitment team. Oh, what's a loan manager? Ooh, you got two new ones. You got a technical director and a loan manager. I'm intrigued. What the hell's a loan manager? Okay, so before we go any further, we need to go on to the new development center. So this is kind of we're actually going to take the induction of because this is the kind of the big thing on FM20 is the development center. So let's take the induction now. So this is because I want to have a look at it. So this is your at glance look at everything to do with player development at club. It's broken down into key areas to give you the information you need when you need it. So you got overview, obviously, we know all that. Let's go on to the next one. So this breakdown of any players out on loan and the strength of your youth team provides a succinct and informative summary allowing you to take action when required. So you can see your players out on loan, under 23 squad and under 18 squad, all in the development center now, which is really cool. These are our best young players right now, those closest to the first team and the ones you should perhaps pay closest attention to. So you can see anyone who comes in this, it kind of gives you an indication that they're ready for the first team now, which is really cool. You haven't got to figure that out yourself. So sometimes it is better to kind of put them in, it completely fail, and then you can blame yourself, right? But now, your staff will give you an indication of who's ready for the first team. At the bottom, we also focus on individual progress with staff offering advice on players who might not be developing as well as they need to, as well as those who are getting on the right path and worth keeping an eye on. So You've got your kind of ones to watch. It gives you some information on this. I do really like this section of the development center. It is one of my favorite things. I'm very big on my youth players, as everybody knows from the streams. Our section for under 23 show you exactly what's going on at that level, both on both a team and individual basis. If you want to get involved, you can influence the tactics they use, move players from the squad to squad, adjust training, and delegate other responsibilities accordingly. I think we can figure the rest out, let's be honest. So, there are some associated responsibilities in the area you might wish to delegate. I mean, I don't do my training anyway. We'll keep that as the backroom staff. We'll just keep that as that. I'm just intrigued to see what this loan manager is. Because everyone knows I hate trying to loan players out. And is that what a loan manager means? You can employ a loan manager who just focuses on loaning your players out to the best teams. Is that what it would be, right? It doesn't really give you any information on what it is. So loans, I'm just gonna have a look. So let's look through this. So obviously this is your overview. You've got your players out on loan just here, so you can kind of see. You've got the option to record them. It gives you all the stats on the right-hand side now, which is really good. It also gives you some suggestions at the bottom on who to send out on loan. Under 23s, I mean, if you do focus on your under 23s and stuff like that, you can see the best player. So Laird is kind of the best player in your under 23s. Under 18s, so you can again see the players just here who's kind of best. So Medri, I can't remember that guy from the last version. I just want to know who this loan manager is and what he does. Does it tell you in the responsibilities about the loan manager? It doesn't really tell you. Loan manager, make sure they get correct game time and role played as requested. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, sadly, it doesn't really tell you, but I don't know where to look for it of the information what the loan manager does, but I'm assuming it's very similar. They'll just keep pushing the clubs to make sure that your player is playing, so you don't have to kind of do it yourself. But let's have a look through this as well. So we don't need to do a tactic induction. If you want to see the tactic screen, it's not really changed, I'm assuming. I mean, it still looks very similar. It's had a little bit of a tweak in terms of like skin and stuff like that, but not massively changed, which is, you know, decent. But let's quickly look at the inbox. So you get now a club vision and expectation. So this is where you can negotiate you can actually negotiate all the club vision expectations. If you press negotiate just here, let's have a little look. So I can tell them I want to get rid of certain things. So what's tricky this year is the fact that there is some stuff that you can't negotiate. So you have to be very, very careful because, like, increase commercial revenue, you can't even get rid of that, and it is required. So it looks like any of the required ones you can't get rid of, which makes it very, very difficult. I don't know if it's different with lower clubs or different boards, but as an example, it says minimum expectation to be negotiated later. So maybe when you get a new contract, you can do that, but for the time being, you can't. Or for example, I can get rid of play entertaining football. So let's try and negotiate that out. Okay, they're saying no to that. I want to try again. Let's get sacked straight away, shall we? Oh, this is my last chance. They won't sack me straight away, right? Okay. Right, so they're basically just saying that you can't really negotiate. So this is another one. So you can kind of, obviously this is the same. So you can negotiate or press in don't be judged on these to make it a little bit easier for yourself, you know, just so the pressure's not so high. Let's try and click that and see what happens. You got your squad selection rules. I mean, a lot of it is just kind of very similar. You know, you've got your advice summary of what to do with your board. That's a good question. Is there any changes with the board? I'm just trying to find it right now. I can't seem to find it. How do I get to there we go. Make board requests. So decrease youth level. Is there anything different that I can notice? so far, it all looks the same. So it looks like there's been no changes whatsoever to the board requests, which is a bit of a shame, I guess. But still, not too bad. Yeah, so in theory, this is kind of... I just want to look at this bit. So this... Oh, so he's not interested in entering contract negotiations. I want to see how the new contract system looks. So let me just bid for a player quickly. Even though we're not going to buy him, I just want to bid for a player. Let's have a look at someone who's on the transfer list from the start of the game, shall we? The transfer listed players. So the best transfer listed player on the game is Douglas Costa. Zebri? Who the hell's Zebri? Ah, okay. I know who this is. Okay, they've got a... Oh, have they not got a license for Juventus? That's really annoying. I mean, it's not an issue, but since when did they lose the license for Italy? It's just Juventus as well. What's happened there? I think I missed that. So yeah, it looks like obviously they've got no license for Juventus, unfortunately. But obviously a quick name fix will fix that. It will be available on FM Scout. Don't you worry about that. So yeah, if I was to just quickly bid for a player, let's just go for Vidra, I guess. I just want to what's he transfer listed for? He's got an asking price of 14 million. Obviously, this is only a test. This isn't actual. I just want to see the contract negotiations. So let's bring Vidra into United, shall we? So a new thing you can do is you can hand over your contracts to your director, I guess. So I can, well, I don't know if you class it as that. I can hand my contract negotiation over to Edward Wood if you don't feel comfortable to deal with your contracts. Snoozy, what's going on, man? So yeah, you can hand over to Edward Wood. But we are going to start negotiations with Vidra just a test. We don't need a test. Let's do that ourselves. So I mean, it looks again very similar to previous years. It's just slightly different skin wise. A lot of the stuff is kind of very similar to FM19. I'm not gonna lie. There's just a few little things that's changed. So you can add kind of... These are your promises. So if you remember the promises that you had last year, so you can now start... So they've obviously changed the names of the players. So you've got star player now, important player, fringe player, emergency backup, impact sub. So if you're bringing in a nice little youth player, you can set him as an impact sub if you wanted to. So as example, Vidra will set him as an impact sub. Contract start date, and then let's just suggest them, see what he says. So they're the promises, and let's negotiate the contract. I mean, again, like I say, it does look very similar. It does give you kind of your budget impact now at the bottom on this screen, which is good, so you can see the difference based on, I'm assuming, if you move this around. That's pretty cool. I do like that. That's a bit of ease of access rather than, offering him 100 grand a week and then looking back to realise that you went over. So you can kind of see it in this section now, which is really good. £160 doesn't have an effect on that bit, but if you put it to 135, you've got this black bit a little left. So that's pretty cool. I do like that. A lot of the things they've done it seems to me it's kind of a bit of an ease of access maybe. I don't know why I've just gave Vidra 135k, but this is just a test. We're just playing around. We're having a little look what's kind of different. If there's anything else you guys want to see, please do let me know. I'm only going to be on for another 5 or 10 minutes, so if there's anything you want to see, let me know. I've just set a record for a transfer fee for a Czech player. What's this code of conduct? Okay, so this is a new thing. So there's a new section on code of conduct. So in preparation of a new season, club captain Ashley Young has presented us with a potential code of conduct. The team have suggested fixed lines in place of ad hoc disciplinary action, and as such will happily abide by the rules throughout the campaign. So previously when you was kind of if someone if someone kind of, you know, missed training and you'd fine them for 2 weeks and they would be pissed off. Now you can kind of set this. The players have kind of set it so, you know, if they do miss training, they know they're going to get 2-week fine, for example. I'm assuming if you set everything for 2 weeks, the board will get pissed off. I mean, you can if you want to. If you want to be really harsh, you know, you can set everything for 2 weeks. It depends how much of a harsh manager you want to be. But obviously, that's going to affect morale. You can, of course, ask your assistant manager to pick it as well to see what he thinks. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I like that. To save you keep doing it after every message you get when someone gets sent off. It's quite annoying. So there's a few bids coming for Ghana. We're just, like I say, we're just going to reject these. I'm really intrigued by that loan manager, though. So it looks like my responsibilities aren't set up properly. How did they break down the club income? I don't think there's that much different, again, in regards to income. I mean, they've made it look a little bit better in terms of putting it kind of in bars. But in terms of looks, it still looks very similar. I can't really see anything different in terms of names and stuff. Which is a shame. Like I say, it just looks a little bit different, but in a lot of the things are very essentially the same as FM19. Training menu. Let's have a look at the training menu. So the training menu again. This had a big overhaul last year, didn't it? So I can't see them really changing much. We are gonna have a little quick match if we can. Do I have a match coming up? I've got the under 23s on the 25th, so we're going to play this just because I wanna see the match engine. More importantly, that's the thing that I'm looking for the most. Is the match engine. So we will play a quick game. Still doing a Farsley save. Someone asked about something else. What will your beta save be, and when do you plan to begin? I'm not sure. As you can imagine, the next few days are kind of a bit hectic in terms of bringing out new content. Oh, that's good. My game's just crashed. Great start to the beta. On that note, I'm going to call it end to the stream. But yeah, the game has just crashed. I've not even got anything installed on there either. I'm sure you heard the doo-doo. But apart from that, I will see you all. If you join the Discord, discord.gg/FM Scout. Obviously, that's where we post all the info regarding streams, regarding new stuff on the FM Scout website. I'll be back in the next few days, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, for a new stream. A new save will be starting. I'm not entirely sure who it will be, but this was just a little kind of overview of a first look of FM20. We've had a look at a few players, we've had a look at some tactic screens, stuff like that, and I'll be back in the next few days. But again, there will be 2 videos coming out on the channel tomorrow, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.